Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! On LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to turn the notifications on. I never want you guys to miss a video. I have to put out, you know what I'm saying, I messed up, obviously. I put up a video that was supposed to be on private, that wasn't supposed to be shown yet, whatever. I was doing a video for FanFest. I kind of messed up, kind of put it out too early, whatever. So I took it down for the 290 people that seen the video already and the 4 people that commented, whatever. A lot of people liked, not gonna lie. But, you know, that was something that wasn't supposed to be released yet. But thank y'all for telling me, whatever. Again, it will be released, you know, August 3rd when FanFest is. But it was something I already made that kind of, long story. It was something I already made that kind of whatever, you know what I'm saying, got out. But it's finally time to do this. I know my man in the comment section, man, he was like, yo, do a preseason breakdown, do a preseason breakdown. So I will start doing a preseason breakdown. I'm doing a game by game. So this is my first preseason breakdown for the Carolina Panthers preseason this season. And the first game is against the Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to tell you, you know, what I think about it. And, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about it. And who I think ultimately will win and what the score will be. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm going to break it down. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. It is, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be, you know, a lot to talk about. But, you know, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely a good matchup. So definitely got to talk about it. So let's get started. Y'all already know what it is. So it's a clash between teacher and pupil. You know, obviously it's a preseason game. But, you know, obviously Sean McDermott used to be our defensive coordinator. He actually took the head coaching job to become the Buffalo Bills head coach. So it's Ron Rivera versus Sean McDermott. If you guys remember last year, whatever, when we played, it was a very defensive game. It was a slugger. It was, you know, I ain't gonna lie, we almost lost. Jay Jones dropped basically a touchdown catch or whatever, and you know, that kind of sealed the deal for us, whatever. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a defensive battle. Obviously, the starters are not playing and stuff like that, whatever, because it's the first preseason game. They probably play like a snap or two, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a very defensive game. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, it's going to be very defense-oriented, very, you know, stingy D. That's what both, you know, coaches bring to the table. Sean McDermott, obviously, he was a great defensive coordinator for us. And, you know, saying he's on his way as far as the Buffalo Bills goes. So, you know, and I know he prides himself on defense, obviously, because he's a defensive coordinator. He was very, you know, good as far as defense for our team. So, it's going to, like I said, it's going to be a drag-out slugger, you know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is that, you know, I want to see how the you know, the second string guys and the third string guys work out. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be pretty interesting just because, you know, I think Curtis Samuel will get a lot more work. I think DJ Moore's gonna get some work in. You know, especially Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel gonna get a lot more work in. Now, obviously, he's gonna rotate, and hopefully he's healthy by then. But I definitely want to see him on the field. You know, he needs as much, you know, preseason. Because remember last year, he didn't really get preseason time because of hamstring and stuff like that, whatever, he was injured before. So hopefully he can work his way into the rotation already. And, you know what I'm saying, get acclimated to the system. And, you know, just basically get on the field so he can practice, whatever. And preseason, especially against Sean McDermott's team, because, like I said, the defense is going to be really stingy. It would be really good for him. You know, I'm pretty sure Sean McDermott has some really good, you know, saying secondary members, just in general. Like, I'm pretty sure their D line is going to be coming for, you know, whatever quarterbacks on the field, whether that's Gary Gilbert or Taylor Heinicke. So I can't wait to see that, man. Hopefully, you know, there's no injuries. That's one of the biggest things about, you know, preseason is injuries, whatever. Hopefully there's no injuries, but it's definitely going to be an interesting scenario just to see how, you know, our offense go against their defense, because like I said, Sean McDermott has a top-notch defense. Even if it's second and third string players, they're gonna be bringing it. I know he practices them, he trains them, and he practices them up to you know, be stingy. You know, and everybody's playing for a job, man. Everybody's playing for a job right now. So it's like, even though it's not starters, people are gonna be playing really hard, especially second and third string players. because they want to make the team, man. So I can't wait to see that, man. And I'm expecting Curtis Samuel to shine. This is the second year on their belt, but you know, obviously he was injured last year and stuff like that, whatever. So I expect him to come out and look like a cut above the rest. Because in general, like, you're older, you know what I'm saying, you should be more experienced in this aspect. So I expect him to come out and ball out, man. Especially if he's healthy from the ankle injury. But I think he will be. I think they're just being precautious, whatever. And it's August 9th, so we have some time, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully he can do his thing, man, and whatever, and have a good time, man, because I like Curtis Samuel. I want Curtis Samuel to be productive. So I hope he's, you know, healthy enough to you know, make an impact. But I do think this is a crucial preseason for some players like Taylor Moton and Ian Thomas. For me, Taylor Moton has to take over this starting tackle spot. Starting guard position. Right now they have it meaning still to totally slot that spot, but they said there's competition throughout. So Taylor Moton has to, you know, assert his dominance. He has to show that this is his position. I hope he does. I like Taylor Moton. I've been, you know, praising his you know, waving his flag and praising him, you know, from the very beginning. I think he could be our starting guard. I really hope he turns out to be our starting guard because I think Mean Silato's not that good. And especially Ian Thomas, from what I'm hearing, man, he's been tearing it up. He was tearing it up in Baltimore. The first training camp, you know, he caught a bunch of balls from Garrett Gilbert. He looked really good. And his biggest thing was blocking. So I hope, you know, I get to see some blocking from him. I get to see him running nice routes and stuff like that. Because I really think he could be the number 2 tight end. And I wouldn't be mad if he's the number 2 tight end, man. I like Chris Manhertz and everything like that. But he's more of a blocking tight end and not so much a route running tight end. Whereas Ian Thomas, he's on the latter side. He's more of a route running, receiving tight end. And if you can work on his blocking and gets blocking good enough, then we will really have a dual threat tight end situation with Greg Olsen and Ian Thomas. And the other person I'm looking forward to, or basically looking to see how dominant he's gonna be, is Deshaun Hall, man. You know, I've been you know, talking about Deshaun Hall. I felt like, you know, last year he basically, you know, got injured really soon, you know, really early in the you know, season. He never really got to show his stuff. So I'm really looking for him to make an impact and show that, you know, he belongs, man, because he's behind Julius Peppers. He had time to get acclimated to the system. He had time to learn the playbook because he wasn't playing all last year. So this is really a time for him to put a stamp on it and be like, listen, I'm coming, I'm here. I really want Marquise Hayes too. The guy who they're saying is like Mario Addison. I want him to make an impact also, man, because if we can have, I mean, imagine if, you know, hopefully not, but Julius Peppers retires and Mario Addison retires, and we have Marquise Hayes and Deshaun Hall, you know, who both stepped up. All right, both turned into, you know, because they said Mario Addison and Marquise Hayes both were undersized, and they have some similarities. And if he's around Mario Addison a lot and he learns, he can be another Mario Addison for us, but a younger version and a person that we got in the later rounds. Same thing with Deshaun Hall. A lot of people like him because his frame. He's a long, wiry guy, whatever. But now they say he's looking a little bigger. He's bulked up. And he's, you know, like I said, he's been learning behind Julius Peppers, man, one of the greats. So if he takes what he learned and acclimated, and, you know, during the second year, the game slows down for them. So hopefully he can come out there and make an impact, and so can Marquise Hayes. And then we won't be in a bad situation when, you know, Mario Addison and Julius Peppers retires. Julius Peppers sooner than later, but just in general, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see that. Like I said, I think the Bills are a very good team. I think, and we'll get to see Josh Allen, man, which is really good. But I think he's gonna have some lumps. I can't wait to see Dante Jackson and everybody, you know what I'm saying, playing in general, because I think Josh Allen's gonna make some mistakes, especially if we get in pressure. So it's really like there's a few players that I'm really looking into, which is Deshaun Hall, Marquise Hayes, Ian Thomas, Taylor Moton, and I'm gonna be, you know, really eyeing the secondary, obviously, because Dante Jackson is new, Rashard Golden is new, and I just want to see, you know, obviously Denoris Cersei's not gonna be playing much, Mike Adams not gonna be playing much, But just to see, you know what I'm saying, the young guys in the secondary and how good they are, if they can get some picks, some turnovers, stuff like that, be ball hawks. I think Dante Jackson has the capability to be a ball hawk. His whole issue is, you know, when he's not, you know, he's trying to still get acclimated to the playbook, which happens. But I wish he was more, you know, I wish he was more acclimated to the playbook by this time. But you know, he still got a few weeks, so I think he'll be pretty good. And he's shooting to be a starter, so he has to figure something out. And I know I said it's going to be a slugfest. I know I said it's going to be a battle, but I believe there's going to be a higher scoring game than it was last time. In part because it's going to be a second and third string, man. A lot of these guys are going to be out of place. They're, you know, just getting used to the system. They're just getting acclimated. I mean, one person we have to worry about is Tremaine Edmonds. I think he's going to be a really good player for the Bills. But for the most part, and you know, Tre'Davious White, I don't really see him playing that much because he had a great rookie season. So I don't see him playing that much in the preseason. I feel like it's just going to be a bunch of, you know, alright guys, you know, it's a bunch of guys that, you know, are bridging, you know, saying, to make the team, you know, hinging on these preseason games. And that's going to be the same thing for us. So I think that it's going to be a higher scoring game. I think the Panthers win, even though it's in, you know, Buffalo, 28-21. I think the Panthers win that game. I think Curtis Samuel puts his mark on, you know, on preseason in general and shows that he, you know, is worth it. He belongs, and he's gonna fight for a, you know, a prominent role in our receiver rotation now that we got all these new receivers in. I think Deshaun Hall really has to step up, and I think he will definitely try to, you know, just to show his dominance because again, he had a whole year where he didn't, you know, he didn't play, man. So he has to definitely step up. I think Dante Jackson is vying for that. He said himself he wants that starting cornerback spot. So if he wants that spot, he's really gonna have to show up. And I can't wait to see DJ Moore, man. DJ Moore, I think he's gonna be playing really good too. And depending on how good he plays, I think he's gonna play really good. But depending on how good he plays, they might, you know, start holding him back for the later preseason games or just in general. If he plays really good, he might get pulled out quicker. But I think this is a good time for Curtis Samuel to, you know, assert his dominance and show that, you know, he's healthy, his ankle, you know, because that's preseason games, or basically preseason in general. He was injured with a hamstring for most of them. So this is a good time to show that, you know, I'm healthy, I'm out here, you know, I want a spot on the team. I am going to be dominant. I think he's been working on his hands. I think he'll be doing good. It's going to be good to see Gary Gilbert and Taylor Heineke going back-to-back, head-to-head. I think Gary Gilbert ultimately wins the job. I know Ron Rivera's still adamant of saying it's still a competition, but I think Gary Gilbert has a bigger arm, stronger arm, and I don't think he's that far behind as far as, you know, playbook-wise. He's been on the team, around the team longer. So I think Gary Gilbert wins the starting backup role or the second string role, whatever. But I feel like that's how it's going to play out. I feel like he's going to do it. But it does depend, though. It depends on if he has a horrible preseason game. If that happens, then the tide will shift. But I think he's going to have 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think it'll be a good, solid running attack. And I really want to see how Taylor Moton does. If Taylor Moton is out here, you know, pushing people down, pancaking people, doing all that stuff, I think he can start, man. Because I really want him to start over Mini Silatoa. I don't think Mini Silatoa is that good. So, hopefully, you know, the few guys that I'm looking for to step up, actually step up. I'm really going to be watching Taylor Moton. I'm really going to be watching Deshaun Hall. I'm really going to be watching Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore, and Dante Jackson, and Rashad Golden. Because Rashad Golden is going to be in a rotational role as far as safety. But if he gets a few picks, man, he might become a starter. We'll see. So all those players, I'm really going to be, you know, keeping an eye on to seeing how they do, because some of them are first years, some of them are second years. I want to see how they're developing, man. So hopefully they have good games and we win this preseason game, because that'll be a good way, you know, to start off the season in general. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to turn notifications on. I never want you guys to miss a video because, you know, I upload constantly and never want you to miss it. Get in the comment section. Tell me who you think gonna win. Most of y'all gonna say Panthers, but I want to know why. You know, tell me what you think the score gonna be. We're gonna, you know, get into this, dive into this. Like I said, 28-21 Panthers. That's what I believe. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Also, I'm pretty sure my next video is a story time video, because I had people in my comment section asking me, you know, to do a story time video since my last Panthers and Lakers video. So I will do a story time video letting you know why I'm a Panthers and Lakers fan and how this whole thing came about, because I'm a Floridian that likes the Carolina Panthers and Los Angeles Lakers. There's a story behind it. So that's that. LCameraTV shirts, hats, mugs, all types of merchandise and apparel. That link is in the description below. Let them know that you rocking LCameraTV, that you rocking with LCameraTV. You know what I'm saying? Show them that, you know, you rock with your boy. You feel me? Get the apparel out there. Get a mug. You know what I'm saying? For my coffee drinkers, for my stylish people, check out a shirt. You feel me? You know, get a hat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Check out the apparel. It's really dope. The Patreon page, that link is also in the description below. Support the channel, support me. You already know what it is. Check out my dog Renan Esteim's video. That video is going to be at the end screen. Check him out. Very funny dude. Very dope dude. I think you guys really like him. So definitely check his stuff out. Thank y'all for the support. Share this with your Panther family, friends, anybody Panther related. Share this with Buffalo Bill fans. Let them know that Panther Nation, even though we rock with Sean McDermott, because he used to be our defensive coordinator, we ain't backing down. We ain't scared of nobody. You feel me? So let them know how we feel. Share with Buffalo Bill fans. Share with Panther fans. Share with everybody fans. Share with NFL fans. Share with NBA fans. Let them know, you know, I'm a Laker fan also. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Share with everybody. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking with Panther Nation, and Panther Nation rocking with LCameraTV. You feel me? Thank y'all for all the support. I'm gonna do a live stream, you know, sometime soon, because I want to talk to my people, man. I want to do a live stream where you guys ask me questions. You know, we chop it up. I love interacting with you guys. Last few times I did it was fun, so I definitely want to do it again. When I am getting ready to do it, I will put it in my most recent video. So definitely, you know, stay to the end so you can see, you know, when I'm gonna do a live stream, so you can tune in, man, because it's gonna be some crazy stuff. I might even throw some, you know, gifts and stuff like that, whatever, you know what I'm saying, just depending on how I feel. So thank y'all for all the support, and I'll see y'all next time.